Your brain didn't tell you should put on that thing statically to show all. Ọ̀túnba wájú kò báyìí kò lè sign tiẹ̀. Madam, don't be annoyed. You tell him everything like a clerk. I don't computer scientist.
Sorry, can you call the boss? Please, can we have the three of them together? 3 ladies with crowns. Yes.
Mary, Dr. Mary. This pen is too expensive for us. We cannot with this kind of pen. It's too expensive.
And I will not want to say too much. I want to say welcome on board for this 12-month of us. We will try to do best. I mean, not all of you is here today because everybody has got exam to do, but we are here and we are in the compound of Prince Shira. And we are going to do our best to tell you what we want to do, and we really scholarly support. He's a patron of Miss AFIS. And what I want you to know is that he's a patron of all my events, which of course is always a benevolent events. Iroko, Baba. The very first event he came to was at the Luna Park. It was the Baba Award. It doesn't go out late, it doesn't go out too much. But he said to me, it's okay, no problem. So he came as a guest speaker, but at the end of the day, he became a patron of Baba. I have to dethrone my Uigo friends and brothers. Okay, my Uigo colleagues not here, and I'm supposed to be here, but he got locked down. He met in church. He got locked down in one of his European Union meetings, so he couldn't make it to this place. So I really love what he's done for many, many years. What he's doing is basically what I'm also trying to do. From like, I think the first award, 2006, when we did the first Europa Award, and those Africans are not Africans that have been to, that are doing great things, who have been awarded. So when I met him, he now reinforced that feeling in me is it's good to be good. Keep doing what you like to do, even if it means go broke sometimes, doing what you like to do. Guys, I'm broke. Are you coming?
Please speak up. Answer. Did he collect anything from you?
No, sir.
Was there any precondition?
No, sir.
So I talked to some of you, your father, when your father called me up and said, hey, my friend, we are giving you 19 years old. How old are you now? 19 or 18? 18. Now, I said,
18.
18 years old. I said, we are giving your daughter the chance that we will ever give to her. And I say to people all the time, NYC might be the first and last job you get. It's not a cost. That's the way it is. So I'm happy to be here with my senior brother and my mentor. You know, they say no matter how strong Iroko is really a bigger Iroko that will give you shade. So it gives me shade. And telling me, you know what, boy, keep doing what you like doing well. So guys, I'm not promised to give you a car, I'm not promised to give you $1 million or 1 million naira, but I promise to work with you for 12 months. We are all wearing. You know, this contest came suddenly. And I said, are you sure you can? He said, sir, you can pull this. And I said, I love that. I love that. And she said, sir, don't worry, I'm behind you. Who are doing this thing? Because I have always wanted to empower, to support, to mentor young African, girls like you guys. Because women might need to work 10 times more before they are being noticed. Yeah, because you have to prove. You have to be submissive. You have to be obedient and do all that. But I'm saying to you, you don't need to do all that for me to say, you know what, I'm picking you because you can mentor 15 girls. And together with Prince, the patron, best. And also agro-free and all the other partners, what you wear, they will all be there. So today, we promise we give you money. We put the money or the name you want for your companies, the three of you, to Madam Mary. Exact name you want. If it's your real name you want to use some other name. Because the beginning of progress, Prince will tell you when it goes on, it will have a business identity. Say, this is my business. You cannot be too young to start a business. He builds his, no, let me see this, he collected his first act when he was in the unit. And standing right there by him, whoever was down there, he was under 20 when he did that. So he did that when he was under 20 because of it. You can, from today, you say, I was with a man who made his first million at the age of 30. Alright? I bought my first car at the age of 26. And it was a Mercedes. What is now vintage, what I'm driving now. Alright? So, if I do it, if Prince did it, you can also do it. So that's my small speech. And now, I'll give the floor to the great for
Anything, I have to take authority from my wife. This is Olori Funmilayo Shilong. If Otumba had invited my wife, she would have beaten all of you.
Yes, sir.
Now, on a serious note, that was a joke. On a serious note, I don't want to say much other than to commend Otumba Komalafe for what he's doing. He's a very dogged man, dogged and a believer in his country. His original country is Nigeria, and he has been out of Nigeria for about 35 years, and yet he has risked his life by road to come to Nigeria twice, all the way from Hungary. So, that is one of the reasons why I'm supporting that we promote our country without necessarily looking for any reward whatsoever. And I'll tell you why you should take that home. Our forefathers lived by some core values which have been jettisoned, thrown away, ignored, disregarded, demonized, which I want you children to take home, either as ambassadors for AFIS, AgroFeed, and whatever it is. But whatever you do in life, I want you to take home those values, core values that are based in our indigenous culture. Whatever part of Nigeria you come from, there are some core values that made us unique as people, but which we thrown away, jettisoned, that has made us now be on the decline. I want you to take them home. The first thing in our indigenous culture that people respected more than money, all this I'm going to tell you, our forefathers respected them. You are disturbing me, sir. Then, our forefathers respected those core values more than having money. And I want you to take that home. First is knowledge and wisdom. Our forefathers, represented by the various emirs, obas, and obis, always had people with wisdom around them that helped to shape our forefathers' society in those days. Knowledge and wisdom, very, very important. Please don't think that beauty is what matters. Your beauty will fade. I give you another 60 years. You will look at old woman with all the something. Knowledge and your wisdom, it will always rise. So don't joke with your knowledge and wisdom. Our forefathers valued it more than money. In those days, when, and I'm talking about some 50 years, 60 years ago, when you go to a gathering in Nigeria, and you stand up, I am a doctor, I am an engineer, I am a journalist, a pressman. Nnamdi Azikiwe made his name from press. isn't it? He was the publisher of West African Pilot. And that's how he made his name. They respected people like that. Or I'm an agriculturist, I own a big farm. They would ask, oh wow, knowledge and wisdom, they respected. But these days, in Nigeria, if I say I'm an engineer or blah blah blah, the man will say, shut up, how much do you have? So take home knowledge and wisdom. Second one, hard work. Hard work. These days, nobody cares how you made your money. It is, the man is rich. Ah, that man, hey, I want to be like him. You want to be, have you found out whether there is hard work behind the money? All around. That's why people are stealing and you are all hailing them. Babao! Please, our forefathers respected hard work. Those of you who are Yoruba, we used to have an adage, Ishe ni ogun ise. Complete it. Oh yeah? Ìrọ̀ bí bàbá rẹ̀ ò bá lè lówó lọ́wọ́.
Bí ìyá rẹ̀ ò bá lè tó bá gbójúlé wọn.
Our forefathers always that I see as heroes, two are dead, one is living. And I won't mention their name, but tell me if you know them. The first one set up free education. He set up industries in Ibadan. He set up the first television station in Nigeria. He set up industries in Ikeja. Industries in Lupeju. Who is the person? That is a hero. That is the kind of people you should be aiming to become. He's like the man that he had everything, but he devoted his life for people. Our forefathers respected that. The second hero, if you know him, mention his name. He was a lawyer. He rose to become a senior advocate of Nigeria. He was the president of the Nigerian Bar Association. During his ministership of 6 years, Attorney General of the Federation of Nigeria, he did not earn salary for 6 years. He said 25% of his salary should be given to the Nigerian government, 35% to Nigerian Bar Association, and the 45% to the poor and the needy. He ended up becoming a judge of the World Court. For 3 years, he was appointed chairman of all world judges. He sold his assets and set up a university. Do you know the man? God bless you. Zolua. Ajibola. Those are my heroes. And finally, to hold a radio station at the age of 32, when the Prime Minister was not wanted by the people and he was sitting tight, he held the radio station, he was tried and acquitted by Justice Esho. He went across the Nigerian border to Biafra against all odds, against federal troops that were on the way. He came back, he was regarded as a saboteur by Nigeria and locked up in solitary confinement for 2.5 years. He wrote the book, The Man Died. He ended up becoming a Nobel laureate. And today, what's the name of the man?
Professor Olusoyinka.
Those are the people you should aim to be like. Those are the people you should aim to be like. Not the rich. Rich, my dear. One person died recently. They used to be beautiful like you. Please, that is the. Another one is Omoluabi. Reputation, integrity used to matter a lot in the days of our forefathers. If you have integrity and you don't have cover, God knows we will recognize you and give you title. This my brother has no cover, but he's respected in the good. His town is not in the map of Nigeria. He's respected in his town, as of Tumba. It's not because he doesn't have money. He's not a rich man, but he's a man with high value and reputation. Good name. Let people hear your name when you are not there and they smile. They say, October, come on, and he's not there. of anything you can to help your country. Our forefathers used to give their life for our society. In Yoruba land and in Edo land, we used to have warriors, Abi. We are prepared to die. The Basharuns, the Eshos, the Kakanfos and Co. They were ready to die. But we've lost all these values. Nobody wants to die for Nigeria again. Nobody wants to care about how anybody made his money. Please, those values are very important. I want to urge you, don't take my nonsense. The nonsense I talked about, don't take it for low value. They have helped me in life. They have sustained my marriage to this woman. I'm married. Who does not believe? My marriage to her is 150 years. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
We don't want, we have over 60 people that are registered with us, but we have to pick few of you that we can work with. Because I always do what I can pay for, but I can't pay for, I can't do it. And so far, so good. I've been trying my best.
Yes, sir.
I'm praying for training, for many women that we eat and all that, because I did not want to have a beauty pageant where we just have beautiful people, but I want ambassadors that will take care of brands in Nigeria, big names. And the Hungarian commercial attaché, who is #1 citizen of Hungary in the south part of Nigeria, you know him, he was at the contest, he was one of the judges. And he said to me, on my behalf, please tell the judge that Hungary is behind them.
Thank you, sir.
I have been endorsed by the Hungarian Foreign Affairs, Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Where I live, I will tell, have been endorsed by the government. That it's safe, it's okay for our delegates to stay there, and also they endorse my friends like you. Because you know, if you want to sew cloth for somebody, you want to see what you wear. If you want to bring me Oyibo man to your country, I want to see who are your friends. Where do you live? They check my record properly. If I'm going tax, if I've been to jail, if I have a traffic offense and all that, you know, to be sure that really this man is working. I always check on you through him and through her, because I'm worried. If anything happens to you, your friends will roast me. They will roast me. If you don't sleep, I don't sleep. There was time I was calling him, he was not picking his call. I called Mary and I can say, if anything happens to these kids, I'm in trouble. So I want to know what's happening to them every second. Please make video, make picture, so I know what's happening to you guys. Because my children, so they might be older than you guys. My firstborn is 22 years old. The youngest is 19. So, so what he has told you is what the Hungarian is saying to you, that we are with you. Because the brands that you carry, Agro Merit, Agro Feed, and all of them, they're either Hungarian company or partner of Hungarian company. And I've been able to convince the Foreign Ministry and the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and the Ministry of Education that most of these girls might at one time want to come to Hungary to study what to do with Agri. And I'm going to, happy with that. All right? So, guys.
Good afternoon, Ma. Good afternoon, Otumba. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, first of all, I would like to just do a brief introduction of what the Miss AFIS beauty pageant is all about. And AFIS is an acronym for Agrofeed Integrated Services, and it is the first ever Agrofeed Nigeria, a partner of Agrofeed Hungary. And the Chief Executive Officer, that is the CEO of the Agrofeed Integrated Services in Nigeria, is Otumba Omotunde Komolafe, and is also the initiator of the Miss AFIS beauty pageant. Miss AFIS is an agricultural beauty pageant, and which aims to empower young women beyond beauty in our personal businesses and also in the agricultural sector. And there is a quote by a foreigner, just for making a quote, by Thomas Jefferson. He said, agriculture is the best pursuit that we can have, and is the wisest pursuit. And because at the end, it will contribute the most real wealth good behavior, good morals, and happiness. And that is what Miss AFIS Beauty Pageant has provided for us through our initiator, Otumba Komolafe Omotunde. And as the Miss AFIS, the reigning queen of Miss AFIS Beauty Pageant, I believe that I'm representing not only myself, but fellow women, fellow queens seated here, and also other women out there who are striving daily and taking opportunities to be a better person for their families and also for the country at large. And my goal as the Miss AFIS is to learn things pertaining to life, agriculture, and humanities. Like what Prince Sheldon has said, he said that knowledge is very good and it is a weapon that we can use to transform our generation. And this knowledge, I will not only consume it to myself, I will also pass it on to coming women, younger women, and fellow women as well. So I'm really grateful for the opportunity that has been given me to be the face of AgroFeed and also Miss AFIS 2023. I'm very grateful, sir.
Can you tell us
Thank
about
you
your
so much.
background?
My background, okay, my name is Fadipe Ann Ifeoluwa. I'm a native of Ile-Ife, and I have a father and a mother. I also have step parents as well, but I'm not really close. So my dad died when I was 2005, and my mom has been the one that has been catering for us and my brothers. I have 2 elder siblings that are my biological, the same father, same mother. A brother who is my stepbrother, and 2 sisters who are my stepsisters as well. So most of my life I've been in Ile-Ife. There was a time in my primary school where I went to Akure, to a convent, to stay with the Reverend Sisters and school for a while. Then I came back to Ife. I'm presently a student of Obafemi Awolowo University, studying history and sociology.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you. The agro line is because, first of all, the way I got to know the pageant was through one of my bosses who is also in the modeling industry, and he told me that you can do this, like agriculture is for everybody. Everybody should know how to farm. That was the first job by early humans, agriculture. And agriculture birthed all other industries, all other courses that we are even venturing into today. So I'm willing to also feed the people, because feeding is also a form of service, catering for people, and that is what agriculture is really all about. And I'm willing to learn, like I said, sir, I'm willing to learn and take every step bit by bit till I achieve my desired goal.
When human beings were advised and imagined this place 5,000 years in human beings doing farming and hunting, that's all. The dead was to either farm or wander around and hunt. So, and unfortunately, agriculture still constitutes, please sit down,
Thank you, sir.
still constitutes the biggest industry in Nigeria. Go and check the GDP of Nigeria, gross domestic product of Nigeria. Agriculture is still the largest component of our GDP. Go and check the GDP of Africa. Africa is made up of 1.4 billion human beings, humans. And our land size is the biggest in the world. We have the about 70% of Africa is arable land. Agriculture provides the best industry for us. If we knew what we were doing.
It's a very hard profession to please. You can't please it. The only way you can please it is if you are smart, you've done your diligent research, you've done research. You see, it's now becoming like, it's doing and you are saying, this is what we want. As a patron, as the CEO of this pageant, and most of my partners, that the brands that you guys wear, are men that are very wealthy in knowledge and in money. It too is like that. Me, I'm following them behind. I'm on my way to being rich. Financially wealthy, knowledge I have. You challenge me. You make me laugh. It's not easy to make him laugh. It's not easy at all. Or for you to ask questions. Because you understand, if you ask me a question, you can't answer it, so let's just be quiet. You challenge us. Thank you very much for being the queen. Not at all. Not at all. This is coming from a man. Please, before you get it, I'll tell you the story of this thing.
See that?
The send the picture.
Thank you so much for the honor you've given me to
I
present
thought,
this to Prince
Okay, all right.
yeah, Mr. Shilon. And sir, thank you for hosting us. I must say you have a beautiful home, sir.
Thank you.
Yes, so on behalf of all of us,
Please
Miss,
kindly join me. Yeah.
behalf of all of us at the Miss AFIS Beauty Pageant, we present this to you, sir. And we pray that it will,
Let's look here, sir.
yes, it will nourish your body and soul in Jesus' name. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
You say, thank you for bringing young people that we can mentor. Because people are not, they are not mentoring. You can try to not yeah. So you get. So now the next item on the program is okay, yeah. Certificate as is the first one that's announced that is supporting the Miss Agrography, and also for Agro Merits is Miss Agro Merits, the girl that's not here now, that's recognized. My other sponsors, when I get back home, I'm starting with them and MOU, and they're pledging not only money, they're also pledging support to you guys. And if whatever I want them to do, they will do it for us. So all the brand that you wear. So if you're not going, doesn't mean you say bye bye, your papa don't do. No, it's not like that. You are our children, all of you. Alright? So we'll give certificates, and the money I will promise you before we leave here, your account, it's cashless. I don't carry cash in Lagos. It's cashless. Okay? It's cashless policy. So the money before we leave here, while I'm taking pictures of the Prince in his beautiful house, drinking Coca-Cola and water, and eating biscuits. Because you can't be eating jollof rice and amala while you're like this. From here, I changed my mind. I was saying, you go back to your home, and I'm tired of spending money on you guys, and I'm tired. But we're going back to my home, because I live at a hotel, like a white man. I live at a hotel. So we're going back there. I hope you have become prepared. So
Yes, sir.
because what you said to us, so that we can go and enjoy. I didn't pray because I'm stressed. I didn't pray. But I'll go and check when we will eat, we drink water and cook. Okay? I promise you that. All right? So we are going to be together till tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm going to see my mom.
Monisola. Miss La Campagne. Miss La Campagne. Please face the camera.
Okay, take care.
Hey, Abigail. I didn't know women be tired, you. That's your son, okay. Congratulations. No,
Face the camera.
Tulayi Muskiyat Oyidamola.
Clap, ladies, clap. I want you to clap for you.
Teolua. Ah, that's the real woman. Congratulations. Me, Elizabeth Olaiton.
Celebrate her now.
You people are not encouraging us. Ola and Anuoluwapo.
Clap for her.
Joy Arianzu.
Clap for her.
I like your hairdo. It's very natural. I like her very natural hairdo. People's Choice Award, Eniola Anuoluwapo, Bileyin. Is the one with the fine face. Inyoda Mujidat Munisola. Fine face. Miss AFIS top model, Monk Joy Arianzu. Have you noticed that high heel Tiba Nigeria here? This is something you won't be able to.
And I'm honored to be the face of OYASAB. OYASAB entails art and culture. It is Nigeria's largest private arts collection. The main purpose of OYASAB is to promote art and culture in Nigeria and abroad. And I'm honored for OYASAB to be able to bring young people and sponsors and scholars into the limelight to know about agriculture, and it promotes Nigeria culture. Most people are forgetting about Nigeria culture, but with all the sculptures, the paintings, people are reminded of our forefathers, their works, to bring up Nigeria and to promote our culture far and home. Thank you very much.
Oh, yeah, take your wine. Let me tell you, somebody said prayer. There are many prayers in Nigeria. Your man Jimmy Lowo jẹ́ mbá àwọn ọmọdé sọ̀rọ̀. Olókùnbá rẹ̀ tó tọ̀rọ̀ prayer. Nigeria has been praying. What has happened to Nigeria? We are talking about good human beings who are living by example, not by prayer. There is a difference between godliness and religiosity. You can be very religious and yet you are not godly. You don't believe me? I want you to remember one thing. That all the religions of the world, they preach only one thing in this world. All. There is only one thing that is common. Love your neighbor as yourself. There is no other commandment greater than this in heaven. Every religion. The centrality of life is love, not prayer. Not prayer. I am sitting down here now. Ozolu and all the journalists have come, not because of anything. It's for the love of you and the nation. It's not prayer. People are praying to buy private jets. People are praying to set up universities. That the poor that contribute the bulk of the money cannot send their children to those universities. In Nigeria, we pray a lot, but we are not godly. Godliness is different from religiosity. So I'm sorry, the best prayer you can give humanity is what this man is doing. Give unto others. Live a meaningful life. Meaningful life is provided in the Quran. Chapter 18, verse 110. Where Allah says you should serve Him by giving to others without getting anything in return. Also, the Bible provides in James chapter 1, verse 27, that the religion of God is to give to the widows, the poor, and the orphans. And Jesus Christ has said it all in Matthew chapter 22, verse 35 to 40. When a lawyer asked him, what is the greatest law in heaven? He said, love thy Lord thy God with thy whole heart. Love your neighbor as yourself. There is no other commandment greater than this in heaven. So don't tell me to pray. Tell me to do what God wants. Anybody can pray. I know people that pray. The current president of Nigeria prays 5 times a day.
Hello.
Hello.
I don't actually need to ask you if you are the winner because I'm seeing it.
Yes.
So you are the Miss AFIS 2023 winner.
Yes, I am.
Please, may we know your name?
Yes, my name is Fadipe Ann Ifeoluwa.
Okay. What course? Are you still in school?
Yes, I'm still in school.
So, school and the course you're studying?
Yes, I'm a student of Obafemi Awolowo University, OAU for short, in Ile-Ife, and I study history, and I'm combining with sociology.
Okay, you're combining it with some. So how are you coping up?
Well, it's a great privilege to combine with both history and sociology because, for one, I love anything that deals with humanity, that deals with studying human behavior, and because that's life. Humans is life. If you have knowledge, you have wealth, and you do not know how to relate with human beings, then you may go nowhere. So life is just about building friendship with people and then understanding humans.
So how did you get across AFIS, and then how did you even apply?
Yes, okay, so I got the information from one of my bosses. He's into modeling. His name is Mojuba. So he sent me the broadcast and he was like, you can do this. And
A broadcast on WhatsApp?
On WhatsApp, yes. He sent me a broadcast on WhatsApp and he was like, I can do this. So I think Miss Mary, who is the PRO, she told me that it's even the deadline already, that she just wanted to like accept me in.
That was how many days to the...
That was like about, I think 4 days or so to when we should arrive in camp. It was a very short notice because I got to know late as well. But I was given the opportunity to do my interview and I did well and I was shortlisted.
You did a wonderful speech out there.
Thank
so
you
how
so
did you
much.
get across that speech?
Okay, well, I did my research about agrofeed and AFIS itself. So I just built on what I did my research on AFIS, that is agrofeed integrated services, and also put in my person into the speech. So it was not about like copying and paste from somewhere. I put my person into the speech, and that's why it had its originality. And, yeah.
Sorry, how old are you?
I'm 22.
And which level are you in school?
I'm in 300 level.
Okay, I'm 300 level.
Yes, sir.
So what are the things you're going to give back to the community? Because I know that AFIS has already given you almost everything.
Yes.
So what are the things you're going to give back to the community?
Okay, like AFIS, the beauty pageant, has promised. It promised us knowledge in the agricultural sector, and I believe that agric is life. Anything that brings life is agriculture, so to speak. So I'm willing to also share that knowledge with coming generations and with fellow women. So it's about creating awareness, and agriculture is not just about like farming and the whole and cutlass thing. It's also about rearing of animal, aquaculture, about supplements and for animals and all. So that's what agriculture is about, and it's high time that we introduce women into the field of agriculture, more women into the field of agriculture, and I hope to also share that knowledge with other people as well.
All right, congratulations.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you for your time.
What would I like to amend in my life or my work?
In your life and work, everything about you.
I can't give you my honest answer. I can't give you my honest answer because I dare not to offend my wife. But I'll tell you one thing. In Exodus chapter 20, go and read it. God was not stupid. See, we black Africans, there is a decided case. There is a decided case in Nigeria Supreme Court. In a case between Daudu and Dambole by Judge Brett J.